Well-being is the new leadership. So I'm going to explain why I consider Princess Diana is a transformational leader of the 20th century. I choose her because I am a fan of the monarchy and I think she was not clear that she was a leader, so I consider her attitude more important than nowadays for became and make a change in the world. She communicated her fight for equal rights and with the freedom of human beings as a royalty. She was searching to raise her voice and give new opportunities to vulnerable groups by sharing her actions in the media. When she got married with the prince, she had to stop being a kindergarten teacher and became a princess. And instead of giving all the attention that she was receiving for being a princess and showing herself in elegant and or glamorous dresses with crowns and jewels, she preferred to help people in social inequality who was suffering from having nothing to eat, who had no love, who could not practice sport, or who their medical condition discriminated against them. At the beginning, she often took off her gloves and gave them a hand to greet all the people who were going to see her and surround her. So she received all the gifts, the flowers, and for this the monarchy scolded her for not respecting the social status that was in that moment. For the monarchy, it was necessary to distinguish between the princess and the commoners, which did not seem like the princess. She preferred to be authentic and with personal values that will make a change in the world, leaving aside classism and racism towards different people. For example, she was the first famous person who visited a hospital of HIV that allowed to be seen in public and in the photographs in which she was hugging in a cozy way a person with HIV who was lonely. She thought that the contact with sick people will not make them to get sick. However, to be empathic will support those who most need a drop of affection. She had a clear vision of not showing herself like a princess. She was passionate about her human work, initiative for people who stopped being closed-minded and changing expectation of royalty social status was set aside. So people were the same, human dignity as her philosophy. So she did not transfer her employees into a leader, she did into a princess. She believed that she was not a leader, only that she could help socially. She never questioned that she could only do her best, only do her abilities. So it was a challenge for the monarchy for breaking stereotypes, gave confidence to the sick. She worried about that she really could do. She encouraged her followers and stimulate and inspire the people. She must have had her leadership immense in her, so she was able to visit people in rehabilitation, support research against breast cancer, and on her last trip, she had the opportunity to visit the territories that caused damages in Angola, trying to conscientize the use of weapons. And Princess Diana was a woman who inspired the 20th century people around the world to become more open-minded, breaking the social stereotypes in spite of the role that was imposed by the monarchy, hoping that her social works actions will end to the social inequalities and injustices.